Thinking about money can sometimes feel a little overwhelming. Many people worry about their finances, but it truly does not have to be a scary topic. Understanding the cost of living is a wonderful first step. It is like turning on a bright light in a previously dark room. Suddenly you can see things much more clearly. This important information helps you make smarter choices every single day. It empowers you to take control. Knowing these details helps you build a solid plan for your future financial well-being. Knowing your living costs helps you make big life decisions. Are you thinking about moving to a new city? Or maybe you are considering a different job? Understanding how much it costs to live in various places is key. It helps you see if a new salary will be enough. It helps you compare different opportunities fairly. This knowledge gives you confidence when you face changes. It allows you to make choices that support your financial health. You can better prepare for what is ahead. This understanding is also the foundation for making a budget. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It shows you where your money comes from. It also shows where your money goes each month. When you know the average costs for things like housing and food, your budget becomes more realistic. You can see if you are spending too much in one area. Then, you can decide where to make changes. A good budget is a powerful tool for financial success. It helps you reach your goals. Finally, knowing your cost of living helps you feel more in control. When you understand your expenses, money becomes less of a mystery. You will likely feel less stress about your financial situation. You can plan for upcoming bills with more confidence. This feeling of control is very valuable. It can improve your overall peace of mind. It allows you to focus on other important parts of your life. Financial awareness is a gift you give yourself. It's about creating stability and security for you and your family. Housing is usually the biggest expense for most people in America. This includes your rent payment if you are a renter. If you own your home, it includes your mortgage payment. But that is not all for homeowners. You also have to pay property taxes. And there is also homeowners insurance to consider. The cost of housing can change a lot. It depends on where you live. Big cities often have much higher housing costs than small towns or rural areas. Finding affordable housing is a major goal for many families. Next, let's talk about food costs. This is another big part of your monthly spending. Food expenses include everything you buy at the grocery store. It also includes any meals you eat at restaurants or order for takeout. Even small daily purchases like a morning coffee can add up over time. Making smart choices about food can really help your budget. Planning your meals and cooking at home more often are great ways to save. Think about how much you spend on groceries versus eating out. This can reveal areas for potential savings. Healthcare is a very important expense to plan for in America. Health insurance helps pay for doctor visits and hospital stays. It is crucial to have some form of health coverage. Without it, an unexpected illness or injury can lead to very large medical bills. The cost of health insurance premiums can vary widely. It depends on your plan, your age, and where you live. Even with insurance, you might have out-of-pocket costs. These can include deductibles and co-pays for medical services and prescriptions. Transportation costs are the fourth major expense category. This includes how you get to work, school, and other places. If you own a car, you have many costs. There is the car payment itself, if you have a loan. Then there is gasoline, car insurance, and regular maintenance like oil changes. You also need to budget for unexpected repairs. If you use public transportation, you will have costs for bus or train passes. Some people can walk or bike, which saves money. Transportation needs differ greatly from person to person. The cost of living is not the same everywhere in America. It changes a lot from one state to another. For example, living in states like California or New York is generally much more expensive. This is especially true in their big cities like San Francisco or New York City. Housing in particular drives these high costs. On the other hand, states in the Midwest or the South like Mississippi or Alabama often have lower living costs. This means your money can go further in these places. Researching specific locations is very important if you plan to move. Let's look at some average numbers to give you an idea. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the US can be around $1,300 to $1,700 per month. However, in a very expensive city, it could be $3,000 or even more. In a less expensive area, it might be under $900. For food, a single person might spend around $300 to $500 per month on groceries. A family will spend much more. Transportation costs can also vary greatly, from a couple of $100s to over $1,000 if you have a long commute and a new car payment. Beyond the big, obvious expenses, there are also unexpected costs. These are things you might not think about every month, but they can certainly impact your budget. For example, your car might need a sudden, expensive repair, or your home's heating system could break down in the winter. Medical emergencies can also lead to unplanned bills, even with insurance. It is wise to try and save a little money for these just-in-case moments. An emergency fund can provide a safety net when these surprises happen. Life is full of unexpected turns. Then there are what we can call hidden costs. These are expenses that often creep up on you slowly. They might seem small on their own, but they add up. Think about subscription services for television, music or software. Bank fees or credit card interest are other examples. If you have children, childcare can be a very significant expense. Pet care, including food, vet visits, and grooming, also adds to your monthly outlay. It is a good idea to track all your spending for a month. This can help you find these hidden costs. Now let's talk about practical ways to save money. For housing, if costs are high, consider getting a roommate to share rent. Or you could choose to live in a slightly smaller apartment or house. Living a little further from the city center can also reduce housing costs. Always compare prices when looking for a new place. For homeowners, regularly review your mortgage. See if refinancing for a lower interest rate is possible. Small adjustments in your housing choices can lead to big savings over time. Making informed decisions helps keep more money in your pocket. When it comes to saving on food, cooking at home is a big one. Restaurant meals and takeout are usually much more expensive. Plan your meals for the week before you go shopping. Make a grocery list and stick to it. This helps avoid buying things you do not need. Buying items in bulk when they are on sale can also save money. Look for coupons and store loyalty programs. Reducing food waste is another great tip. Use leftovers for lunch the next day. These simple habits can significantly lower your monthly food bill. To manage healthcare costs, compare different health insurance plans carefully. Look at the monthly premium, the deductible, and what services are covered. Sometimes a plan with a higher premium might save you money if it covers more. Ask your doctor about generic versions of prescription drugs. These are usually cheaper. For transportation, if possible, walk, bike, or use public transport. If you need a car, choose a fuel-efficient model. Keep up with regular maintenance to avoid bigger repair bills later. Every little bit helps. Knowing your cost of living is the first important step. The next step is to make a financial plan. Use your knowledge to create a realistic budget. Track your spending so you know where your money is going. Set financial goals like saving for an emergency fund or a down payment. Do not be afraid to ask for help. There are many good resources available for financial planning. Taking control of your finances is possible. It takes time and effort, but you can do it. Start today for a more secure tomorrow.